Korg is one of Marvel's most beloved characters, and ever since he appeared back in Thor Ragnarok, he has been the focus of the Marvel community. Thor Love and Thunder was released to some differing reviews, but one thing spoken about a lot in the fandom was Korg's sexuality. So, stay tuned to today's video as we discuss whether Korg's kids will be featured in the Marvel movies. First up, how does Thor Love and Thunder contradict Korg's backstory and set up his family for the next Thor movie? Surprisingly enough, Korg is one of the most important characters in Thor Love and Thunder, as he leaves the movie a new man. Korg has always been a popular character ever since he was introduced back in Thor Ragnarok. Fans loved his funny accent and characteristics, but really wanted to know the backstory of our rock friend. Surprisingly enough, we got some backstory during Thor Ragnarok, as it was explained that Korg had a mother and father, as well as some siblings. He was a standout back at that film and went on to play a larger role in Thor Love and Thunder, having much more screen time and being important to the plot as well. Sadly, here's where a massive plot hole involving Korg was found by the fanbase. In Thor Ragnarok, Korg revealed that he started to create a revolution on the planet, but because only his mother and her boyfriend showed up, he couldn't do it. He went on to talk about how he hated his mom's boyfriend, and this was a big laugh for the audience and didn't mean much in the long term. This was later somehow reckoned in Thor Ragnarok, as it was unexplained that Korg's race, the Kronans, only have one gender, being male. The two males reproduce by holding hands over Volcano Forge for a month. This seemingly was originally created as a little gag in the film, but towards the end, after the villain is defeated, we see Korg leave and actually make a child with his boyfriend Dwayne. But what's with the change of this? There's no real reason for this, right? Clearly, they just wanted to add some more backstory to Korg, which makes a lot of sense, as he's become a very popular character. However, reckoning what happened back in Thor Ragnarok is a little stupid and messes with what fans perceive as real. Korg is becoming a much more established character in the lore of Marvel as well, and it seems like this change was put there to add some more importance to him as well. When creating Thor Ragnarok, it's not like they knew Korg was going to be this massive hit, so changing his backstory now and how his race works kind of makes sense. Well, what do you think about this? Please let us know down in the comment section below, and also tell us your thoughts on Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. And now stay tuned for some more Marvel news. Next, Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer has been released. During their massive showing of the next 3 years of the Marvel Universe San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel revealed a trailer for the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. This movie is the sequel to Black Panther, released in 2018, and will follow a brand new story leading up to a new Black Panther being revealed. Sadly, with the death of Chadwick Boseman a few years ago, the entire plot of Black Panther was changed, and we actually don't know much about this new outing. We don't know who this new Black Panther is, but we can assume that it will be Shuri or another character. In the trailer, we see Namor, who is the new villain of the film. Fans have been waiting for years for this character to show up, as he is in fact the first mutant and one of the most important characters in Marvel history. Hopefully, Marvel knows what they're doing with this guy, as he could set up future stories with the X-Men and even the Fantastic Four. Atlantis is also being set up in the film, but it might end up going by a different name due to DC and their recent Aquaman movies. Another character also appears in this film, who will be the lead role in the series Ironheart, coming out in a few years' time. Here is what was said in the press release for San Diego Comic-Con and the announcement of Black Panther Wakanda Forever's trailer. Also reprising their roles are British star Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, the Black Panther's sister, and Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o as Nakia, an undercover spy in service to Wakanda. Before the cast took the stage, a group of musicians and dancers played African drums, and vocalizing gave a spine-tingling performance that had the crowd on their feet. Wakanda Forever will introduce Tenoch Huerta from Narcos Mexico as anti-hero Namor McKenzie, known as the Submariner, confirming a long-standing casting rumor. Namor, who rules the watery kingdom of Atlantis, is the film's antagonist. With the trailer hinting at a conflict between Wakanda and its people, addressing the fans, Huerta shared an emotional perspective on the power of inclusion, saying, "I come from the hood, seriously, and thanks to inclusion, I'm here. A lot of kids are there in their hood looking at us, dreaming of being here, and they're going to make it." He went on to add his thanks in Spanish. Other new additions to the cast include Michaela Cole from I May Destroy You, and Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams, Ironheart, a teenaged inventor who becomes a superhero and will get her own show on Disney Plus in 2023. Hopefully this film meets expectations, as the first Black Panther movie was massive. Despite criticisms from fans and poor CGI in the film, Black Panther broke records, and this new sequel should do the same. The project will release sometime in November of 2022, and we're more than excited for this film to end Phase 4 of Marvel. And finally, Marvel slates the next 3 years of projects. Other than Black Panther Wakanda Wakanda Forever, Marvel also announced the next 3 years of films and TV shows heading to our screens. Many of these projects had already been announced, but we now have a slate of the order of their release. Of course, it answers in stern, but all of these projects will come out in it. So to start off Phase 5 of Marvel, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium. This film is going to introduce the villain for the next saga, Kang the Conqueror, as Ant-Man and the Wasp battle against him in the quantum realm. Next is a TV series, Secret Invasion, which should follow a storyline from the comic books. In this comic book, it was revealed that many government officials and even superheroes were actually Skrulls, the alien species we met back in Captain Marvel. This should be huge for the wider Marvel universe and could change a lot of things that we know about characters, such as Nick Fury as other agents in previous films. Next is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, where it looks like Rocket Raccoon might meet his end. We will also be meeting Adam Warlock in this film, and according to James Gunn, this is his last Guardians project and the end of this era of Guardians of the Galaxy. After that, we will be getting Echo as a TV series, which will follow on from Hawkeye and will feature Wilson Fisk and Daredevil from the Netflix series. Then Lucky Season 2 releases sometime in summer of 2023. We don't know much about this project, but of course it will lead on from the reveal at the end of last season. This movie after this is The Marvels, which is the second Captain Marvel movie and should include Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau, who both recently got powers and are connected to the titular character. After that is the highly anticipated Blade movie, with Mahershala Ali at the helm. We don't know anything about this title either, but hopefully it's as gory as the original trilogy of films. Then the Ironheart releases again. We don't know anything about the plot of this series, but we do know she will be introduced in Black Panther 2. Then is Agatha, Coven of Chaos, coming out in winter of 2023, which follows Agatha from WandaVision. Then another highly anticipated title is Daredevil Born Again, which will follow on from Echo. Daredevil will also appear in She-Hulk, which will release at the end of 2022. This series is going to be massive and should hopefully follow on from the Netflix drama series. Next is Wilson's first outing as Captain America in Captain America New World Order. Finally, to the end of Phase 5 is the Thunderbolts. And finally, going into Phase 6, we have 3 films slated. First is the Fantastic Four, coming out in November 2024. Then our next and final 2 films of Phase 6 are 2 Avengers movies. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars will be released in May 2025 and November 2025 respectively. 2 Avenger movies in 1 year is going to be insane. Hopefully Marvel can keep the workload up. And that's the end of today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comment section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye.